pre-watched the judge call in real time. Pre-watched. Does skill drain make it so Alias isn't a normal monster? What? No, Alias is a normal monster. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't know, I could be wrong. Is he asking if Alias... No, because you can't negate the effects of a normal monster. No, a normal monster cannot have its effects negated. While Alias is a normal monster, it cannot be negated to be treated as an effect monster. There's no way. I actually don't know if this is how Geminis work, but they only become an effect monster if they're Gemini summoned, right? I'm pretty sure it's ruled that you can't negate the effects of a normal monster. Oh, is there a database entry here? Oh, well, will the effect of skill drain negate the effects of Gemini monsters such as Chthonian Ember Dragon? The effect of skill drain will negate the effects of Gemini monsters depending on the state of the Gemini monster in question. The result will differ. If the Gemini monster is currently treated as a normal monster by its effect, skill drain negates that effect. Therefore, it is no longer treated as a normal monster, but as an effect monster with its effects negated. Interesting. I didn't know you could imperm a fucking Gemini that's being treated as a normal monster. Unbelievable. Okay, lawyer game, man. It is negated by skill drain and is therefore treated as an effect monster. Wait, so does this mean that if the skill drain leaves the board, the Alias is now an effect monster? That entry does not answer that question. If it's currently treated as a normal monster by its effect, skill drain gets the effect, therefore it is no longer treated as a normal monster, but as an effect monster with its effects negated. That does answer the question, because they're asking if he can use Just a Break, which says when your opponent's monster clears attack on your normal monster. So it's not being treated as a normal monster. You may proceed and cannot use Just a Break. Interesting. Very funny. Bro cucked himself. And we'll go back to being a normal monster when skill drain leaves. Geminis were a mistake, man. People like to talk shit about Pendulum as the most confusing mechanic. I will always defend the Gemini mechanic is more confusing than the Pendulum mechanic has ever been. And I will stand on that, bro. 10 toes down, say with my whole chest, I agree with that. And you should all agree too. Yeah, anyone that wants to try to argue that pendulums are more complicated than whatever the fuck Gemini bullshit is. The only reason Gemini is confusing is because you don't see it commonly, which is why their rules don't stick in your mind. That's fair. That is fair. We've got Allied Justice Catastor, Evil Thorn, Twilight Rose Knight, Gale on the Catastor. He states that when he attacks face down Mystic Tomato, I can't summon. What? If Catastor attacks a face down, is it destroyed automatically by card effect? Read Catastor. If this card battles a face-up non-dark monster, like read Catastor, bro. Face-up, non-dark, face-up. You know what face-up means? It means not face down. Read the card. Isn't that post-Edison text? You're playing in Edison. This is the Edison text. God, you're psychotic. What are we talking about? No, what his argument is that he's saying that if Catastor swings a face down, that the face down monster isn't a dark because it doesn't have an attribute because it's face down. In his head, Catastor clears any face down monster regardless of its attribute, even if it's a dark. Proceed. Tomato can activate. Come on, man. Like, this is crazy. Yeah, make this card even more broken than it already is. Like, you know, Catastor is not El Shaddai Construct, bro. You know? It's not El Shaddai Construct. Hi, issue. We got Engraver. Oh my god, full-ass board. Ah, Nebula Neos. Hecka Hands. What is this deck? Aqua Dolphin. Instant Contact. Okay, so we got Heroes versus Hecka Hands. Bro's got Hecka Hands. Look at that. Hecka Hands activated effect to look at my extra deck and allow him to summon. But both monsters have summoning restrictions. I assume it's Xeno. During the main phase, you can look at 2 random face down cards in your opponent's extra deck. Then you can special summon one of them to your field. Must be fusion summoned. And this says, must first be special summoned from your extra deck by shuffling the above cards you control into the deck. You do not use polymerization. Well, this one bypassed the restriction. I assume you pick one and it goes to the grave. You can then you can special summon one of them to your field. You can. Oh, so if you can't summon either of them, they just stay there. Yeah, neither of those monsters can be special summoned by Xeno, so neither is summoned. They both remain in the extra deck. Chat, I'm gonna fix that. Watch this. I fixed it. Y'all can fucking cry about it. I fixed it! Bing! Cooked. Cooked! I fixed it, dude. Look at that. Pop quiz. You control an Appaloosa Bow of the Goddess that you link summoned using 4 monsters, making it so Appaloosa's original attack is treated as 800 times 4, meaning 3200 attack. You use the second effect of Appaloosa to negate 3 monster effects, reducing Appaloosa's attack by 800 each time, making it so Appaloosa currently has 800 attack points. You equip Moon Mirror Shield to your Appaloosa and attack into your opponent's Blue Eyes White Dragon. During damage calculation, the Moon Mirror Shield will increase your Appaloosa's attack to 3100 to attack over the Blue Eyes White Dragon. After Moon Mirror Shield stops applying, what is the attack stat of your Appaloosa Bow of the Goddess? Think you know the answer? Let's test that out. Go over to my Metafy and book your seat in my stat modulation masterclass happening this Saturday. And if you have the correct answer, that answer will be a valid promotional code that you can use to get a free entry into the classroom. Now, this is only valid for the first 3 people that enter the answer correctly. So if you navigate over to the Metafy, book your seat in the masterclass, and then when you go to check out, there's a promo code that you can enter. If you enter the correct answer to this ruling question, that will grant you a free entry to the masterclass. And with that being said, let's get back to the video. Whoosh. Genesis ruling. First, he announced that he's doing maths when he was just stalling the game, and then secondly, he illegally paused the game and did not continue playing with no game-related issue. The judge call, and stalled for minutes now. I called you because he was stalling, and now he's illegally pausing the game with no game-related issue. Stalled 0 times, but sure. Let's have a look. Dude, man. Fucking, these people need to learn how to write. Red declares effect of Glorious Adra, banishing Glorious Adra. Says, doing math. Red said, can't announce that, that's stalling. You cannot announce to me that you are calculating that is stalling. Okay, so first of all, them announcing that they are doing math isn't stalling. They can take a bit of time to calculate. In what world is them announcing that they need a bit of time to calculate is stalling? In what world is that stalling? Then after that, Blue said, it's literally the same as me hitting the thinking button. Red calls for ruling. Red says, continue the game. Blue says, now we can wait for the judge bozo. And Red says, are you sure you want to wait? That's gonna be nice. Can't announce anything else than thinking. You've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Like, there's no way, there is no way you genuinely believe you can't say anything to your opponent apart from thinking. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I called a judge because my opponent told me he needs to calculate. Like, what are we... Okay, sure. The duel can proceed from here. What a crazy thing to say. Wait a sec. No, your opponent didn't stall. Continue. He illegally paused the game. They paused because you called a judge for a ruling. When a judge is called for a ruling, the game is stopped. And now, here's what he's going to hit me with, bro. You ready? Here's what he's going to hit me with. I didn't call for a ruling? You sure about that? You sure about that? Called the judge for ruling. Called it. It's literally in the logs. Called the judge for ruling. And bro left. Oh my god, dude. Insane. I hate when the sharks, the megalodons of Dueling Book, just get handed this shit on a silver platter when they act like complete buffoons. I called the judge because my opponent told me they had to do math, and that's stalling. What a fucking moron. Bro folded under 0 pressure. Okay, so the question here. Chainlink 1 Rahu, Chainlink 2 MST target Rahu, Can he flip up the face down mandate as Chainlink 3 to negate the Rahu? Yes, they can flip mandate as CL3 and use its effect to negate Rahu as part of that activation. How did I know? How did I know, man? Pre-watched the judge call in real time. Pre-watched. Pre-watched judge call in real fucking time, man. Insane. Honestly, he didn't even have to use mandate. MST destroying Rahu, we all know MST negates. Like, I don't even know why he chose to use the mandate as well. That was like a wasted activation. Completely pointless. Completely pointless. We all know that MST negates. Like, the card literally says, target one spell trap on the field, negate it, also destroy that target. Like, we know that. Everyone is aware of this. Like, it's not a new rule.